Peter, thanks for joining us today. Tell us a little bit about expo.
Definitely needed to. It is the first decentralized media company to use advanced blockchain technology to tokenize film producing and television. So it's simply democratize the agency and remove the gatekeeper. Because the RMD, as you see all these big budget films nowadays, films from or West Anderson films, if it's a shot, those films were made for 130 million. There's projectors that lose $100 million. I mean, you can look at films like The Irishman and all these large budget results that are coming out, and what the studios do is they triple bang the prints and ads, so the filmmaker never makes any money. But how are you going to make money with these behemoth budgets and the back end or the investors some are level back? What we're doing is flipping the script and taking the R&D out of it. So we only produce what the public wants to support. And we're actually a service provider of technology. We provide a layer one blockchain to any filmmaker that wants to come in. So someone wants to make a film about Nikolai Tesla, or Oliver Stone wants to do it, or any filmmaker, and it's a $30 million budget, we'll sell 1 million tokens at $30. The fund it'll get completely funded. There's no 20% ROI for bank or investor that you have to pay back. But we shoot it at tax center states, you get 30% back plus the ad revenue plus product placement, and we run an ecosystem that the payment rails are all brought back into an escrow account on the blockchain that you're triggered to all of the people that become stakeholders or they own a part of the ID, fractionalized ID. So they actually become stakeholders. It's kind of like Netflix with ownership, completely transparent. And this way, so if a studio wants to make one of these films, or Ferrari, that was made for like $90 million and it made under $25 billion, that's a net loss where even the House of Gucci, when you look at these films, the model in Hollywood is broken because the people that make all the money are distribution companies. So if you got to pay 50% to a theater for chains, 40 to 50% to Amazon, 30 to Apple, and then you got to pay 20% to a distribution company, and sometimes 15% to a sales agent, and then you tie in prints and ads and marketing costs, the filmmaker gets nothing. So the people who actually put the sweat equity in and bring these artistic endeavors in film, television, music to fruition, they don't get paid what they should get paid, and they're left out. So what we're doing is a system that democratizes and decentralizes this process, so the FinTech or the finances can be democratized, so the actual filmmaker and the content creator actually get paid what they're supposed to be paid. Because if you don't have adjusted gross, adjusted gross, and everything was transparent on the chain, if a movie that was made for 10 billion made 100 billion, what happens is those filmmakers, writer, producer, director, will split 30 million. They get 30%. And if an actor's in there, so you have 4 people, and you can decide what the split is with the contract. And respectively, the film is a token. All of the contracts, the real world contracts, are embedded into the token for the film. So whatever your waterfall is, or whatever percentages that the writer, producer, director get, and any distribution rails, they're absolutely coded into the token. And you're not going to crack that code. So the film is the token. The song is the token. And that's how it works. And you use the most advanced blockchain in the world and scales out of state to play a world chain. So with 10,000 nodes running, it scales to about 340,000 transactions per second. Bitcoin only transacts 5 to 8 transactions per second. So an Ethereum needs layer 2s. So everybody is tokenizing using Ethereum, you have to use layer 2s. Layer 2s that comes with higher gas fees, higher security risks, and it's inefficient and it's too costly. So they're going to simplify it out. If you want to tokenize assets, you're going to have to go to a layer 1 blockchain that scales. And the best one I know of in the world is Gingo, who is our tech partners, and they're already tokenized gold, silver, rated euro, Bitcoin miners, financial transactions, and so forth. So that's basically the rundown.
If you had 30 seconds straight to camera, if you could tell something, anything to a filmmaker, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that it's about time you get paid correctly for your artistry. For working 4 to 10 years in creating a project, not to profit by it, is a fool's game. So we're changing the game to protect you, artists, film, music, and people that deal in television. EMG, it was originally created as ethical media group because we deal with ethics, principles, morals, and values, faith and spirituality, and we believe that you should get paid for your work. If you win, everybody wins. The day of paying people $20 million, individuals, should be over. It should be a system where everyone gets profits by the success of the film. So if it makes more money, everyone makes more money. If it doesn't, why should the shareholder of the people put up the money be left holding the bag? Artists should get paid for what they do.
That might have been more than 30 seconds, but I'll allow it.
Thank you. This is a very, very high level show where you actually get to meet people that actually understand, money and finance, which I think is very beneficial. The last thing I would say to anybody out there, financial illiteracy or financial literacy is not taught. And the biggest issue on the planet for human beings to learn that should be taught in school is financial literacy. If you could do that, you could protect your family. If you could understand, what financial security is based upon your investment portfolios. Because anytime someone usually invests, they give it to a guy, and it's like they don't understand. It's like speaking Greek to them because they don't understand how financial is. So please study financial literacy. Look at Bitcoin, gold, silver, energy, oil. Look what the prominent factors are in today's economic landscape, and only invest in things that are providing safety that's going to protect your assets.
That is great advice. Peter, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
This evening.